All right, guys, good morning to everybody. Can you hear me loud and clear? Today is the 26th of December, 2025. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. Now, guys, good morning to you. Today is a Boxing Day, the day after the today is the day after the Christmas Day. Now, today normally is a day whereby the Americans or the US side, they will actually unbox their gifts. So on Christmas Day, they do not unbox. Today, they take out their presents. So today, would have presents in the market. Well, this morning, we saw a lot of movement in gold, and we'll be talking about that shortly. All right, before that, let's to make sure that disclaimer apply as usual. Please do your risk management accordingly. All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's look at the fundamentals for today first. Let's start out the morning. Now, Asia market set to open higher with holiday teen trade. Do note that the Australia, Hong Kong will be closed for Boxing Day holiday today. Yeah, take note of that. And also, Asia Pacific markets are higher due to Japan trading higher. Now we can see that most of the market from the this Kospi, Nikkei are all trading a bit higher. All right, so this is what's happening. Now, US did something incredible over the weekend. I mean, over the holiday, US launches strike against Islamic State militants in the northwest Nigeria. Um, Basically, not too sure why they do that. And now, obviously, it seems to be targeting some Christian in the region. All right, so something incredible. And of course, it just basically killing many ISIS militants. I just hope that everything goes fine and then there'll be no rebel or rebound from them. Yeah. Now, Yardini is one of the very famous analysts. He feels that the market now, gold is the best bet in the market as like a new Bitcoin. I buy that because I still believe that Bitcoin will go. I mean, I believe that gold will trade higher, but to be a new Bitcoin, not really. Now, tariff has hits the boots, bags, and more leather prices, and relief could be years away. So apparently, some of the companies that is now involved in this merchandise, they are all feeling the pinch right now. They feel that now the price is getting really too expensive for people to wear, and people are moving away from all these commodities. Yeah. All right. For today, let's take a look. Now, today, there's nothing much, no news in the market. All right. Next week. In Monday, so we will have the Federal Reserve meeting minutes. That's on a Wednesday, and then after that, followed by the New Year Day. That is on the 1st of January. So do take note. Then after that, we do have the S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. All right. So it's going to be an interesting short week for next week. Yeah. All right. So a little bit on the global fundamentals. Let's take a look. Now, one thing to note is that Tom Lee still believes that the S&P 500 will be hitting 7,700 by the end of 2026. And he feels that now this JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs could be the next Max 7 because they believe that now the two companies are going to AI, the margin expanded, the valuation at rate. So they feel that the banks may retrain. So he feels that the banks now will be also doing it. Okay, Anthony, you want me to cover silver? No problem. All right. Now, one thing to note, the global liquidity hit all-time high. Basically, China added a lot of money, US added money, Japan added money, India added money. So with all these countries adding a lot of money to the market, and that's why you see the market keep on going higher, right? But we all know that it actually has something to be careful, is that it happened before when the market really have all the money coming in, the market was going crazy. And then after that, the market after that collapsed. Yeah. But this time when it happened, it was, I think it's back. Let me just double check on this a bit small for me to see. Now, okay, this one was because of COVID period, whereby all the government funds pumping a lot of money during the COVID period. Yeah. So now we are back to here, a higher level without COVID. So this is interesting. So why are we pumping so much money in the market? Is it because we have a lot of money or because there's something very bad or very wrong in the market that causes you to be very careful? Yeah. Okay, let's hold on a minute. Let's take a quick picture. Okay, now one thing is that now interestingly, the home buyers are getting lesser and lesser in US, but the people that are selling the house getting more and more. So this the time whereby when this happened, you can see that when there are more sellers than buyers, it's because during a time of uncertainty. In this case, right now, it was during the COVID period where the sellers are more than the buyers, and then after that, the market collapsed. Okay, not too sure is it by coincidence, but it seemed to be happening in this manner. Okay. And you can see that the Bitcoin side, now Bitcoin have two camps. Last week, we have a lot of people buying into Bitcoin. It's in fact the biggest and fastest buy since 2012. All right, you can see a huge number of people buying into Bitcoin. But at the same time, okay, at the same time, there's a large chunk of BTC expiration, about 23.8 billion. So it's almost exactly the amount of funds that came in. So the question is, there's so much liquidity in the market. So where is Bitcoin going to go? We'll cover that shortly. And the last part is this. Now, apparently, the amount of funds that is sitting, on the cash is almost non-existent. Right. Basically, it shows that, right, the fund management total in cash is very low right now, meaning everyone is all in into the market. So when everybody's all in and the price is at the top, you just have to be careful because once the market has to take profit or take money off the table, that's where the selling will kick in. All right, so that is the fundamental part for today. Let's look at the technical. All right, first of all, talk about Bitcoin today. Bitcoin today, the opening price is 87,894. The MLP is 87,792. Today is a doji directional day. Today, the market opened already below pivot 2, so that is a sell signal. So below OP, below pivot 2, below MLP, red candle is all a sell signal. And of course, I need to refresh my screen to see my diamonds. And there is a diamond here, my friend, a diamond here. So which means that the diamond line is here. And that means that the diamond line and the KCL is the same number. So which means that today, as long as the market stays below KCL, there is a chance for Bitcoin to come down. And I think that Bitcoin may actually spook 86,000 because 85,600 is around the KCB. So with the current level right now at about 87,127, there is a possibility that Bitcoin may be going down towards the 86,000 level. Yeah. So of course, the difficult thing to call for this is because you can see that the KSI is actually green, but at the same time, the KCX is blue. So what is very high chance to expect to see is that if Bitcoin stays down below 87,000, Bitcoin can trade down to 86,000. And if that happens, there should be a bit of pullback on the financial market next week. Okay. So usually I take Bitcoin as a guidance towards the financial market. So let's see whether I'm right. So guys, watch out for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, I don't think you can buy now unless you are trying to pick the bottom. If the Bitcoin do come down to 86,000, I think that will be a very good buy. Yeah. Okay. All right, now let's talk about gold today. Gold today is still going very strong. Gold is now at 4507. Okay, very strong on gold. Seemingly that people just want to buy gold and keep it for long term. Okay, let me just bring it to you the diamond first. Okay, you can see the diamonds are up already and it's still very strong. KCL is very strong here. Okay, so now the gold opened at 4473 below MLP 4482. So by right, it should go down, but the boys are buying, the retail are buying. And once it crossed back above the 4492, this is a very strong resistance because it opens below pivot 2, but now it's above pivot 2. So it's a strong buy and we have a doji directional day. So there is a possibility for the market to go up. Now, I'm going to say up front here, if gold going to go up, it will likely take away this high. Now, this high itself is about 4525. So this high is 4525. Okay. Gold may trip the high to basically weed out everybody. But if the gold price do break below OP, then sadly that can be some very bad selling. So my personal feeling is that the gold should be going higher and make sure that it doesn't break the OP, because if it breaks the OP, there is a possibility to see gold going down all the way to the next potential level. On 4339. Okay. If this drop, it can drop all the way quite badly to here. So that's why, guys, go, if you're long, stay long, as in don't sell until it breaks below OP, then you sell. Okay, very important. Okay, what's the strength is in the market, but of course the technical cannot break below OP because that will trigger the pivot 2 level, and that may bring the gold price down all the way to a crazy level 4339. So upside 4525, downside 4339. So traders, please take note of this and trade according to plan. Yeah. Okay, so that is gold for you. Silver, as per requested. 1 minute. Now, silver has already hit $73.92. My target for silver was 75 this year, and we are almost there already. That's ridiculous. And if this is going to continue, if gold is going to go out to my 5,200, then by right, silver can go even higher. Now, it's very clear silver now is being heavily, you know, what we call in Chinese is ga kong, meaning right, the short sellers are being what is called tight squeeze or short squeeze in this case. Right, you can see that silver was at $50 over here. Now it's at $74, almost there. So it's up by almost 50%. Now 50% run is like in just a month itself. My goodness, this is really crazy. So when this sort of thing happen, right, definitely many people who short the gold or silver market is in deep, deep trouble. So I'm not surprised to see many people account being burned along this period of time. So silver today is going to see $74.43. I think around there can take some profit, yeah. $74 to $75, I think that is a good range to take profit. Although, I mean, now it's that gold price is at 4,500, right, for gold now, and silver is at $74, let's say, for silver. So if I expect gold to go up to 5,200 by next year, then by right, silver, okay, should go up by how much? So the difference is about 700. So 700 is about 13, 15%. So this will be $7, about $84, okay? So if let's say gold is to go up to 5,200, then silver is going to see about $84. Okay, $84. But that is long term, yeah, long term, not today, not tomorrow, but it'll be long term. All right. So traders do watch out for that. I think that silver should come down soon, yeah. If it comes down, then you buy from the bottom again. That would be the better strategy. You see, like example, when it was at $44, it went to a high of $51. I called for sell, the price came down. But you can see the boys were all buying relentlessly. And then after that, the market gave a red candle. That was all I needed. The next day, when the market stays above the OP and the yellow color was there, that was where I went to buy some gold, silver. But I never hold silver for so long until now. It's a bit wasted there. But well, guys, we can predict the market like, no way it will go in 1 month time, right? Okay, so that is silver for you. Now let's talk about the US Dow Jones. Now, the US Dow Jones has been going up. There's a very high chance today Dow Jones may test the KCB at 48,824. Right, we're not too far away. We're about 80 points away. It is possible. Everything looks good. The KCL is forming nicely over here, supported, because the KSI is all the way green. Now, guys, in the upside is 48,824. Downside is where the pivot 2 is. Now, pivot 2 is not too far away from the MLP. So if the Dow Jones to pull back, then 48,595 is actually possible. But if you ask me, the market higher chance to go up to this number, yeah, which is 48,824. This is higher because it's above the MA30 and above the MA200. So the higher chance of this happening is there. Okay, so guys, take note of that. Quick picture first. Okay, someone want me to talk about NASDAQ. Okay, we have some time today. So let's talk about NASDAQ. On. Oh dear, my screen is hanging. Oh gosh. It happens once a while when it was doing fine, all is good. Now it's completely hang again. Oh dear. All right, guys, I think I cannot do any more market. Seemingly, I'm locked right now. I cannot touch any of my screen. So, guys, apology on this. For those who are not on NASDAQ, I will send you the charts later through the different group chat. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, let's try one more time. No, I can't do that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for this morning. Thank you for coming in early. Apology on that. We cannot do anything further. So take care, guys. See you online later. Bye-bye. And apology on the CRAZII app at the moment now. We are having maintenance. We are really working on it. Please give us some time. Thank you. Bye-bye.